focus here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Hardman on the return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
You don't see too many quarterbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From his goal line here, Fields. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. We're scoreless after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Fields. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 44's the money. 2 little.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once it...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
44's the money. 44's the money. Check. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
From the 29, Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 25 on second down, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On play action, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's back to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's see what you got.
Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's taken down inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That's certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opening up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game.